All right. Welcome in, one and all, to the conclusion of our weekend tournament event for the debut of our Lion Locked Bingo format, brand new format, exclusive to Bingo Club. Today we got 3 matches, 2 of the 2 semifinal matches, and we have our finals. All right, and joining me for this morning match, or wherever you are in the world, is Drink. Hello, Drink. How you doing?
Hello, Mr. Jack. Thanks for having me around.
Yes, of course. You excited to be cast in today?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's going to be a great match. I am definitely excited for these finals all the way leading up to them. So it's going to be fun, lots of excitement.
Yeah, definitely. So, for our semifinal matches today, we're doing something a little bit different with casting. We have Drink here, and next up we have Shadow. Neither of these guys have ever participated in a bingo event before, but I wanted to kind of shine a light on these guys a little bit to kind of show an example to anyone watching who might be on the fence about joining Bingo Club. Like, oh, I don't know if I have enough time to practice. Like, it seems like really hard or whatever. Like, there's a place for you here. We love having people around just to talk to get to know, to come comment on the games and cast and stuff. So if you're one of those like average chatters who just likes yapping in Bingo Brawlers chats and stuff, you could join up. You have a place here. So we should get some fun insights with our 2 new casters today. And also, Drink in particular has a little bit of a special relationship with these guys that are playing in this match today, as they are IRL friends. I am outnumbered by a horde of French Canadians in this lobby. So if he flames these guys, it's due to history, not due to him being a piece of shit. So
I mean, although this is not mutually exclusive, I can be a piece of shit and also call them out. So, it's fine. Really.
I make no judgments.
Oh, I'll take that by myself. Don't worry.
In addition to all of that, I do have a couple announcements to make today. I don't think the signups are still open anymore, but the vanilla base game Bingo Bash event is about to begin here in Bingo Club. I have no idea if it's going to be like broadcast at all because it's not my event, but stay tuned. If you do happen to see stuff for it, keep your eyes peeled. But also, if you want to like stop in and see people learn bingo, because it is a newcomer event, and see if it might be for you, you can always join us in the Discord and jump in lobbies and check it out. And then the other event that I can announce is our lovely Gray, whom we met yesterday, casting our first match of the weekend event, is hosting the sequel to the Showdown of the Erd Tree event. So that was an event that ran over this summer. By our standards, it was quite successful, and we want to do another one. So he's going to be hosting that, and signups are open now, and that should start sometime in October, I think. So again, another event to look out for. Keep your eyes peeled. If you're new to bingo, you're welcome in it. There will be plenty of opportunity to learn and improve and participate. Or if you just want to watch and hang out, again, you're welcome to join on up. And then the last little note that I want to make, and I'm gonna make this point throughout the day, but this particular event, this weekend special little event, is very new to Bingo Club. We've never done an event like this, and we'd love to get your feedback on whether you enjoyed it and would like to see more things like this. So even if we know you and we know what your opinions might be, or might assume what your opinions might be, leave a comment either on the VODs on YouTube or in the Twitch chat or wherever else. Just let us know, because the feedback's important to whether we should go through the effort to do things like this again. Speaking of things like this, let me briefly explain if you are brand new popping in. This is Lion Locked. This is a brand new brand new? Yeah. DLC bingo format where players cannot access Scadu Altus without killing Rellana or the Dancing Lion. Dancing Lion kill unlocks the ability to open the Spirit Spring to Scadu Altus and Fort Reprimand. So very different than vanilla DLC bingo. There are all kinds of different squares since players are locked in gravesite for a large part of the game. So a really unique square set, lots of fun. Yeah, you'll get to see that all play out. The only other little meta rule is Impaling Thrust and Stormblade are banned on Great Katana because it is slightly too powerful for gravesite to have access to those crazy Ashes of War. And with all of that prep said and done, I do believe that we are probably ready to go into this match. So I am going to, they've both been fidgeting a bit, so it looks like they're both ready. I'm going to deafen up both Rosa and SAE and get this match underway. All right, here we go. Let's go.
Excited.
Semifinal number 1 of the day. What do we got? All right. 2 ghosts in dungeons. That is a interesting center square. You can do a lot of routing with that with these gravesite dungeons. All right, Drink. The dreaded moment is here. What do you see? What do you see on this board? What looks good?
I do see 25 squares, all different. Okay.
See, this man can count. We had a problem with that yesterday. That's why we need you here. We need people who can count. It's really important.
We need to calibrate people. I mean, this is why, I'm stuck with, just casting, being here around. I'm only watching because I know how to count. I don't play. So this is the correlation is right there in front of you. That aside, though, I mean, I do see in this third column, the Belurat Cross, the Scorpion Stew. We're seeing some other. Is there anything else Belurat adjacent here?
I do want to make one quick point. We were joking before the game that you can't keep Rosa out of Belurat jail. It is definitely a Belurat jail game. 4 hefty pots, demi-human boss, 3 warrior jars. Yeah. What else is there? Are there other things?
Hopefully
ghost. There's a ghost in there, center square.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. So we're gonna see this man dumpster dive in that jail 100%. Yeah, we'll see. SAE's gonna know.
What's gonna happen?
SAE's gonna know. He's gonna know. He'll have a plan to deal with it. He can look to block out that row 1, block out the column 5. It does make a nice shape, so he will want to deal with that, I believe, or beat him to it. We'll see. Is really examining the board, looking at Kale, really taking a hard look at what he wants to build. But anyway, go on. You were talking about Belurat.
Well, I was just kind of looking through, seeing if there's anything happening. I mean, we have 2 NPC invaders. So there's Queeline. This is part of a half of a square. I mean, this is something we can do as well. Now, when it comes down to just actually Belurat, there's no Lion Square in here. There is no, no Shadow Thorns. So this might be a little committal. What about Ensis? I mean, I see the rewards from 4 chests, something that also is quite favored by both SAE and Rosa, as per their practice games that I've witnessed myself. So I could see the square being contested, or at least looked at by the both of them. Otherwise, this is a little bit more difficult for me in terms of like really seeing something specific as a play. Perhaps you do have a lot more insight than I do. I mean, DLC shields is a thing, but there's no.
I was kind of letting you run with that. I was looking at SAE and what he was buying, because again, he was taking a long time, so I was curious what he was thinking about. He only bought 1 crystal tier, which is a bit abnormal. He's keeping that 38k in pocket, which means he's going to upgrade the Great Katana right away. Absolutely. Crystal tiers are insanely valuable for the money that they cost in the shop, so not buying one is very curious. You would want a plan for that money. So what I believe that this means is that he's going to get the Great Katana and upgrade it off rip to do something. What that something is, we will see. It could be Queeline. Basically, my thought is that he's going to be turning left at 3-path cross in some way. It's because if you are going right in any capacity, you go over the bridge and you get that 7.5k rune. So I think he's going to be doing something to the left here and not grabbing that rune, and that's what that money is for. Very interesting adaptation.
Yeah, this is also something that's kind of interesting because SAE is very adaptive as a player. He's very, very good at coming up with plans on the fly and kind
Annoyingly
of making these
good.
small adjustments. Yes,
Annoyingly good at this.
making these small adjustments that don't seem very quite obvious for the average player, and so this kind of builds. Okay, so you were quite right. He's turning left here.
He is turning left.
And
No
Rosa
weapon
is,
just yet, but so this could be Belurat Tower Cross, just wanting to plant his flag in the dungeon right away. It looks like they touched
otherwise.
3-path at like roughly the same time. I was kind of expecting Rosa to go for the 4 chests, maybe grab his Milady. Would love to see some Milady gameplay. It's a good format for Milady. Please show it off.
Is there a lot of bad bosses in there too? That makes not quite right.
One thing that I kind of like is Rosa, when running over the bridge, grab the Black Pyrefly pickup. I do not believe Heal the Wounded Kindred is on the board, but we did see spoilers. Turn out if you don't want them. A really disastrous route on Wounded Kindred rot from Madsen that was like a big part of how that game played out.
Right,
and skipping that particular Black Pyrefly, which is so free, can really save you a big headache down the road. So good adaptation. Seeing that match, remembering that commentary. And keeping an eye on that.
So yeah, I mean, this is nothing super surprising from Rosa going for the 4 chests. The rewards, this is something that he does quite often, and he does favor it quite a bit. So nothing too shocking.
He's definitely doing a little bit of slow routing. He grabbed that Realm Rune 4 behind balls, which he does like to do, which would 100% lose him this square if SAE was rushing it.
Absolutely, yes.
I'm also still not convinced that I saw him grab Blade of Mercy, which is one of the best reasons to go for chests. Really strong talisman.
But is there a possibility, though, that he's looking at maybe going under Moonrithel for one of the shields as part of his routing? So perhaps he's taking a little bit more of a greedy approach to the 4 rewards, but
potentially. But I feel like you would skip the perfume because I don't see the perfume kill square on the board. So I feel like you would skip the perfume and grab Blade of Mercy if that were the case.
Which would also be an injection of power, regardless, for when fighting comes around. Which is
I mean, there's also 4 talismans on this board, so it's even just like a good
synergistic.
Synergistic pickup. But maybe that's part of the reason why SAE likes Touch the Cross at this point, because there is a talisman just after the cross. So the 4 talismans, I probably could have touched the number on this for this format. I kind of just left it as is. But it's a very different square in this particular format, because even though that like fastest 4 talisman route exists in Lion Locked, like all of those talismans are before the Spirit Spring. The route is very contingent on ending at the sealed Spirit Spring, and then you just segue very nicely into Scadu Altus. And with that not being able to be performed in this format, this square is a lot more awkward. So it turns into a bit more of a map square. You do a bit more synergy. You could potentially run to Prospect Town, grab the 2 talismans there, and there's often a lot of synergy up in Prospect Town. So we'll see how these players route that square. SAE did in fact grab the Dried Bouquet and is taking this little shortcut up past the dreaded Gravebird running section up to the Lion Grace. So he's going to be like prepped and ready to go for his Gatekeeper boss kill, which would give him access to that Scadu Altus. Oh, Rosa getting sandwiched in here a little bit by Mesmer dudes. Give him some a bonk, and they let him through. Still no square yet for him due to skipping Blade of Mercy.
But yeah, this is definitely looking like he's going to go for that DLC shield under Moonrithel. So again, very a bit of a greedier approach, but I completely understand what he's trying to do here, obviously. Right.
Okay, so here comes that first square for him. Gets some presence on a diagonal. Interestingly enough, nobody has chosen to go for TLE's concoction on this board. I really like TLE's concoction in this format because it leaves your options open about which dungeon you want to actually pursue. So it gives you a square, it gets you map, gets you Scadu, and then it gives you that flexibility of play. And particularly with it being on a diagonal, it's quite a nice square. But both of these guys preferring to plant their flag in one of these dungeons, just tell each other like, "Hey, I'm here. Screw off."
All right,
Okay,
guess
so he's talking to the ghost without de-aggroing Moonrathil. Oh,
Oh, that is the damage. Yep, this is what
damn!
happens. Lion locked. You have no tallies.
Yeah.
You're just getting one tap. Hello.
Yeah, gotta watch out for that Moonrathil. No, I don't think he sat and leveled a single Skidoo. That just one shot him, right? Like that was 100 to 0.
Yeah, he was a little bit lower on HP. It was
Okay.
about 85%, I would say. So that was not. I mean, but I don't even know that it wouldn't have one shot him in the beginning. Like I don't even know.
Yeah, that was very, very close to a one shot, if not. But like, yeah, he has to go all the way back for his money. He didn't grab the talisman, so he's gotta do that. It kind of looked like he was going to skip it as well, honestly. But it could have just been that the Moonrathil panic set in, like, oh god, this bitch about to wreck my day.
Yeah, I think this was, yeah. Now, he's not out of the woods yet. He still needs to contend with her.
Yeah.
Passing through does not go behind. There's going to be a Burger King soon enough.
Skips the talisman. No interest. No interest at all. It's in his line. What is he doing?
Is he just forgetting, perhaps? I don't really know.
He's got to be forgetting. There's no way you don't grab it. It's like super free.
This is something that Rosa tends to kind of, have these moments where he's hyper tunneled on very specific things, and he kind of just loses the wider approach to other things, and he kind of just, for better or for worse, he's hyper focused. So this might come a bit to bite him back in the ass.
Now, I believe what's going to happen here is SAE is about to extend his ratio of 100% of the Logger kills of this event. He does seem to be prioritizing this square quite early. Is there any synergy? Any NPC dropped weapons? No.
Doesn't appear that way.
No level 5 Skidoo down in the church. No Black Steel Greathammer down in the church. It's a little peculiar. I don't know why he. I mean, it does block out the line, but he's probably like eyeing up giving Hornsent the Scorpion Stew anyway. So not a dangerous line at all. Yeah, I don't know why.
He's hyper prioritizing this one. Maybe just wants to remove power from Graveside. It's kind of, I don't know.
We'll see. Well, it might just be a quick square that he is happy to do, but we'll see if he uses.
Thinking maybe about majority, perhaps. He's like, okay, I can already get some more.
Okay, he is doing something. He is doing something else. He's continuing to ride. I don't see Curse Blades. I don't see Revered Ash. What is he doing? I don't see Larval Tears. He's riding all the way to Scorched. He might be grabbing Blade of Mercy.
Go the FT and the Blade of Mercy?
Yeah, okay. A little bit further away, but it's not something I would like think to synergize with Logger, just because Logger's kind of a ride in the opposite direction.
Out there, yes. Yeah.
But it's not so bad. Okay, plus you get Blade of Mercy, so...
yeah, exactly. I mean, you're getting some more money, FT, which is good. I mean, the thing is now, by Grab being this hefty, now he's really telling us, I'm probably going to go Belurat Jail, and I'm going to go grab a lot of these squares that are in there, and this is a lot of pressure applied on the board, so,
maybe. I don't know that this means Belurat Jail. Rosa looking to encroach on Belurat. So SAE has shown Rosa that he's left by killing Logger to do other things. Mm-hmm. What might Rosa be looking to steal with this? Potentially invaders. The line that would otherwise have been blocked with Hornsent Scorpion Stew is blocked anyway. I don't know. This must be Tiolier's, but he didn't go for talismans, so like he wasn't eyeing up this line to begin with. Maybe he just wants both diagonals dealt with.
Okay, so talking more. Okay, so he's setting up the concoction, also setting up potentially for this second shield and more shield. This is something that he can do in the future.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he's the Ensis player, he already does have one shield. Typically, I mean, and Prospect Town is even kind of good for that double talisman that we already remarked on. The 3 unique lightning rams, please do it, is up there as well.
I mean, perhaps SAE is going to have his revenge, Seen him in practice having a lot of struggle.
Okay, Okay, so there goes Rosa to Tiolies. And now Say kind of exchanging a little bit of that map progress, potentially looking to creep into Ensis. Although, hypothetically, you do need to go this way anyway as the Belurat player to get access to that Spirit Spring in the first place over by Tiolies. So maybe he was looking at eyeing up that square in particular. But he could also be looking to finish off talismans. There is the magic talisman right underneath balls. He has Blade of Mercy, he has Dried Bouquet, so he would need 2 more. So that's either the Prospect Town run or it's this and something else. And he is going down for this. That is death. Okay, my goat.
Okay. Yeah.
The skips are getting worse. He's dying to even like shittier skips. What is happening? So, okay, Rosa eyeing up an ammo weapon, but he does not have a weapon online yet to do Egon, and he has no Belurat to get the bone bow. He's going straight into the forge, so cleaning up this center square is quite nice for him. He has threats on 2 diagonals. He's got a component of the top left with the ammo weapon. He can kill Rellana to get out of Gravesite. This also gives him a stone for upgrading to max.
Right. Yes,
so
absolutely.
he could be eyeing up top left. That could definitely be a shout.
But is he gonna finish this?
Okay,
forge
Say
right
is
away, or
going
just
for
guarantee
the
grace and wait
for the ammo weapon. Okay, so Say
Okay, he's gonna. Oh.
No, I think he does complete this forge because he wants the
going
stone, yeah. Or he might even he doesn't have a weapon, so he can't kill the forge golems while he's in here.
Nope.
So a little bit of synergy missed, and it is on a row that he would otherwise be uncontested on.
But again, based on Rosa's history, if he's tunneled himself into thinking that eventually he's going to step into the Belurat jail for the water jars, for example, if he tunnels on this is something that he's not going to consider anything other than that specifically. So maybe this is what's happening, or maybe he's not even looking at that square at all for now.
Okay, Say kind of splitting on his blocks. He grabbed the 1 ammo weapon, and now he's looking to close out on talismans. So this will be talisman number 4. He's not grabbing the Grace for a little bit closer access to Belurat Jail later. Belurat Jail notably has Spirit Ash as well, which is kind of hot.
Oh, getting stuck a little bit on the post. Is there even a chance that he is considering just running from there instantly into the jail? That seems a little much.
No, I don't think so. It is daytime, so he might be in combat still.
Right?
He's still here.
Okay.
He might be grabbing this Grace, like seeing that it's useful to have. Running off a cliff, alive. Okay, he is eyeing up the jail.
Yeah, that looks like that angle.
Okay.
Is he just prepping it?
Okay, here comes Rosa.
There we go. Right on time, baby.
Oh no, he's going for the Great Katana, dude. You already have Milady. I'm so disappointed, man. This guy even likes Milady. What is happening? Where's the?
That is the crazy part, right? He's been the most, proponent, supporter of the Milady for basically anything and everything, and this guy is now completely choking out of it. And that's so crazy.
He doesn't even have a weapon online yet. I mean, like, I don't know, like. I guess maybe just like I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. Like it seems weird to waste an extra like minute or so grabbing this when you already have like a perfectly serviceable weapon for this game. Yeah. Like there's really nothing on here that's like, ooh, Milady. I don't really like that. I mean, maybe exactly. NPC boss, sort of.
Sure.
Okay, so Say is gonna do the jail. He's not just prepping it.
Yep.
He might be kind of eyeing up the row 1 idea, prepping the ammo weapon, sure. Diving in here, grabbing all the shit. But I mean, it is a lot of blocks that he needs. But none of this deals with the top left diagonal, which I think might be his biggest threat at this point, especially if Rosa goes and kills Rellana, which Rosa does like doing very, very early. Does have this and like did complete the forge for that stone. Say has no idea. It's a little weird, honestly, for Say to go in here because of the 2 ghosts in dungeons. Like, if I was Say, I would be thinking that was this ghost right here that he's walking right past right now. I'd be like, oh, shit, was he in here? Because, like, hypothetically, Belurat Jail is the strongest dungeon with ghosts in it on this board. Okay, Rosa going Prospect Town. Seeking top left diagonal, pop bell bearings, potential. There's not really much else up here. The second shield, I suppose, but he just like ran all that way to Great Katana. Like, what? I don't know. I'm confused. I am a little confused. Okay, one pot guy down. What is? Oh, I guess he could be going for the Rams. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Rams. Yeah.
Actually, I mean, there's a.
This is a very good thing because this is otherwise the second best block alongside ammunition weapons. If he thinks he has some kind of priority because he already has one of them,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's gonna go into Belurat
This
afterwards
could
and steal that.
be a big problem for Say. This could be a huge problem because they both have that one ammo weapon already. Rosa now has the weapon to kill Egon with, and
and also once Say is marking FD pods because I'm assuming he's gonna go for all of them.
Oh, the damage!
Oh, this is some damage. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Little ram.
Okay. A rampage, but for who? I don't know.
Oh, God, the puns. More rams, more lightning. Okay. Oh! Come on, get him! Oh, a little too slow.
Oh my God. Torrent saves the day.
I wonder if it was, like, for this square, honestly.
Specifically?
Yeah, just like, Milady can't kill these things fast enough. I need the Great Katana.
There is a chance.
All right.
Now, is he gonna? There's no way he keeps on going here. Easily.
Yeah, he's Memory of Gracing. He sees the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
This hurts. It really does. Like, did not want to drink the physic. Yeah.
The good news, however, is still got one square for his troubles, which is not the worst, absolute worst scenario. So, it's
he's got to run all the way out of this jail. He is definitely losing ammunition weapons. Yeah, little diagonal blindness. For those who aren't aware, Say is undefeated in Bingo Club official matches, and he is now staring down a very scary diagonal, choosing to go for the deeper block, the non-gravesite weapon to max, going straight into the lion fight. No, he's not. He's going for the bow.
No, he's going for bow.
So he's going to get sniped. Uh-oh.
Well, it depends, actually. I don't know. Oh,
Rosa grabbing the grace.
Hold on a second. This is giving some time.
I think there was a skip.
He's resting.
There was a skip that could have got Say down here quicker. Oh, no, he's just running all the way down the tower. Does he survive this? I don't even know. Dude. Oh my God.
This fucking guy.
What an adaptation. Oh my God. This guy, man. He's
so annoying.
Oh my God. And now he can go kill invaders right away. And he has the grace in the jail for the demi-human boss. And all of a sudden he bingos Rosa on row 1. Okay, he's not doing that. He's going for the jail first.
He's closing on to the square. Okay.
Oh, dude, what a save. I don't know. If Rosa had just gotten straight at Egon, Say did that pretty quick.
Gotten it, though. Yeah, it was very, very quick. I don't even know that I would have been able to anyways.
He might have. It's really close, I think. Okay, Rosa's back here for some reason. What did he miss? Okay, so he's trying to synergize shields in the jail, but he's got it. So it is kind of mixed messages that 4 hefty pots was marked and then ammo weapons got marked as well.
But surely Rosa knew that, you've memory grace out of it.
Yeah. So maybe he's like, maybe he'll sit on the demi-human. I'll route my shields into the jail and then snipe away the demi-human boss. Maybe that's his idea. But if Say did memory of grace out of the jail and goes immediately back like he just did, then
he's just walking himself to a snipe.
Yeah. Or even if he didn't, having that shield mark might tell Say that Rosa's coming, and Say could port back to the jail at that point and be half a grace ahead, essentially.
Also, wouldn't say would have been able to re-kill the same water jar because it respawned from coming back into the jail?
It's a bit of just like a house rule that these are to be treated as unique. It's already a very
Unique. Okay,
verbose
fair enough.
square, and it's for this jail specifically that it is like that, because the last one is actually the trickiest to get to.
Right.
Yeah, so
It's
we
the
do
one
want
close to
players
the
to be
helm jar, I
going.
would say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
To be
okay,
going up
yeah.
to that great jar.
Fair enough. I'm always here trying to look for ways to cheat, I guess. This is why I'm... every single time, every single board, I always find some kind of convoluted way to cheat. It is just the reality of things.
Okay, so
This is why there's no noob questions, guys.
Rosa didn't actually grab the shield, so he's trying to be sneaky. He's trying to not tell Say that he's coming. He's prepped the painting, which is inefficient to run past that. Okay, here comes the mark. Oh, he hasn't killed this one yet.
No, that's the second one. Yep.
Oh yeah, of course. He's not up by the great jar yet. Yeah. He's trying to hide the fact that he's going to attempt to steal the demi-human, rather than trying to contest the invaders.
How quickly can you make this jail run to the boss without, all the different pickups and all the different things you have to do? And how comfortable is he with this run?
I mean, he's, as we've joked about, he's done this jail quite a bit, but
way too many times. Yeah, sure.
The general wisdom that I tend to go by is that like every major every minor dungeon, like jail, catacomb, or whatever, is roughly 5 minutes to complete from the most convenient grace.
Oh!
Say getting grabbed.
Say he's getting grabbed. Is he dead? Oh, I think he was dead, and so he quit. Yep. I mean, yeah, obviously without Dragon Crest and all that good defense, yeah, that was probably just death.
So so roughly Belurat jail being 5 minutes to complete from 3 path.
Okay.
Okay. Oh,
another grab.
Very nice.
Fine. He was marking the square anyways. Yeah, at the time.
Okay, this is not the fastest way back down.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta wait for this one. For those who don't know, there's a drop down on some pots off to Say's left. That would get him down much quicker. Jump. Yep, there you go.
This is one of those moments where, it is good to go the safer, slower route if you're not too perfectly familiar with a route, as opposed to dying randomly and just setting yourself significantly worse.
All right. Rosa is kind of close behind. If Say has a slow fight, or definitely if Say dies, he can get this square away. But this is a very, very important square for Say to win if he... for Rosa to win. If Rosa doesn't win this, he has basically no prio on invaders. He's got like nothing in Belurat, so it's very, very critical. Oh! The damage. Okay, gets the roll. Okay, he's chilling. Very patient, waiting for heal windows. Okay.
And Alonso can be stally when he wants to, so okay.
Okay. Say infamous for demi-human murder in his own right, but I have seen him die to these swordsmen a couple times. Getting kind of schooled a little bit. Here comes Hans.
Significantly caught up, by the way.
Yeah. Rosa's now ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
Interrupts some stally moves on Rosa. Gets big procs.
Very good.
Oh, but takes big hits.
Counter hits.
Oh.
Okay. He's getting hit again.
The fresh proc. Okay, On's whiffs. Whiffs. The overhead stance stun locks him. But he's got to be super careful. He's low as shit. He knows Say's in this jail. Nice. He knows this is a race. Okay, whiffs.
Okay, barely whiffs.
But he's still very far ahead on the fight. Okay, interrupts On's combo. Still ahead on damage. Okay, there's the proc. There's the hit, and he's dead.
This is the proc. There it is.
All right, the game is pulled back. The game is pulled back.
Now, Say's going to finish this, obviously, for the third dash. This is
definitely.
And it's also pretty quick at this point in time.
Say expressing some frustration. All right. Some fireworks
we have
already.
A game on our end, guys.
Yep. So there's still a column 1, which is a bit of a problem for Rosa. Say will have prio on 4 incants once he's done this Scorpion Stew thing, because he's got the 1. There's the 2 that are really quick out of Morth Ruins, and then he can just kill the hippo for the final one. And then he'll have the seal broken for the Lean in Spirit and the Burn the Sealing Tree access. It will be long and in opposite directions to complete that line, but he will probably not bingo it, but he'll send Rosa to one of those in order to get majority. And these are two of the longer squares in this set, so
Absolutely.
not something that Rosa is going to be super excited about dealing with.
And Rosa's eyeballing the ball pad bearing in Prospect Town. He purchased the darts from Tioye, so he's going to grab that as he's coming here.
I wonder why this right now. I guess it's like near the invader. I'm kind of surprised he's not just like breaking out of
to Scadu Altus.
Yeah, because he would be able to just like kill Dane real quick. That's one of his 4 Scadu Altus bosses, and then like, I mean, the incant's unlikely to go his way, but if he breaks out of Gravesite like way sooner than SÄSAE, then he can come by another incant somewhere, maybe down by Frenzy on the way to the Sacred Seal. Could be a 5th one, or a 4th one for him. 5th being outside of the normal Lion route for that square.
Boundaries, yeah.
Yeah, and there's also some Spirit Ashes down there as well, which is just some decent value. Okay. Kind of struggling to get up this little pot bell bearing wall.
Cliff side, yep.
Stagger and procs from SÄSAE on the Lion, yep. Big damage going into phase 2. Roughly half health. It's a nice place to be. Nice charged attack follow-up.
Yep.
Avoids the lightning. It's a free charge. Oh!
Ooh,
he was a little slow. He was a little slow. I think he might have been looking at the lightning on the ground a little bit to make sure it was safe, but missed his window just a tad. Rosa gets invaded by ADM, presumably on purpose.
Yes, absolutely.
So he's probably nearing a second stagger. But Lion is getting a bit of space. Okay, probably was able to keep it up. Yeah, there's the stagger. Another proc
as well.
Yep.
Frostbite's probably going to be close enough as well.
Phase transition.
All right. Nice. That was the problem.
That'll do.
All right. Pod bell bearings acquired in the meantime.
Interestingly, he's nowhere close to Tioye skips, so he doesn't get to actually get out of here very quick. Gonna go do the old grandma murder and be like, here's Hornsent, here's some stew from grandma. Don't ask any more questions, please.
And goodbye. Now, because of this later mark on the bell bearing, I am wondering, did he just wait to mark it because he was invaded, or did he actually get invaded, killed ADM, and then got the pod bearing because he missed it the first time around?
I missed it, to be honest, but he might have just like broken it on his fall and then got invaded, decided to kill the invader before picking it up. Like he had, didn't need to
chance of getting sniped on Dad was very unlikely, to be fair, so yeah. Chances are.
So I wonder if SÄSAE is going to hide. He's okay, so he is. He's currently hiding this Scorpion Stew a little bit. Okay. Horned Warrior chasing further than he's allowed to. He'll be turning around. Yep.
Very good interruption on Queenline. A boss, well, not a boss, but an NPC invader that you enjoy quite a lot, Mr. Jack.
Of course, we all love Queenline.
More about you more than others, apparently. So you know.
Yes, yes.
Oh, wow!
Almost got bamboozled out of the heel skip. Yep, thought he was done.
All right, that's a tally as well.
Yep. So Rosa going down to ADM. Right? Okay, still not breaking out of Gravesite on his part. It does open up a new line, but like we've kind of been mentioning, SÄSAE is going to have the prio on this for incants square. SÄSAE also, I do believe, remembered to equip talismans for Lion, because he is not a ding-dong, unlike many of our players this tournament. Equip your talismans, lads. It makes a big difference.
You spend your money.
And buy them, Elash. Pretty reasonable ADM fight so far. Kind of, I wonder if SAE is kind of looking to do the...
Wait a second, okay.
It's clipped a bit. Very soft curse, a diet curse, if you will. Curse 0. Got nice spacing going on. Letting ADM just whiff a little bit, and then ADM's momentum carries him into his own katana range. Very, very nice spacing. Look at that. It's kind of keeping him in that cycle.
Another interruption. This time we try to... Okay.
And just...
Ooh, some fun just before the end. There we go. All right, nice kill.
All right.
So he's going to close on the NPC invaders by killing EDM invader.
Okay. Row 3. SAE's about to close out column 4. So row 3 will be Rosa's last bingo. Column 1 will be SAE's last bingo. Rosa's marking squares in a checkerboard pattern. Very, very nice of him to make it nice and aesthetic. Okay, going back for the shield. So, ruining the checkerboard immediately after I bring it up. Still in gravesight. I mean, he could just, like, I don't know. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just... What's the best way for him to break out at this point?
Well, I mean, he has Rellana's Grace, so he's going to kill Rellana.
Okay, he went over to Rellana? Okay, that's the part
yeah,
of it.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
I mean, ages ago. Like, literal 20 minutes. He's had that Grace. No. It's not a real curse. Unless somebody, like, gets royally screwed over. It's not a real curse, so...
Yeah.
All right. SAE now showing that he has the ability to break out. This will probably cause Rosa to want to follow suit. He was eyeing up, yeah, Castle or Chamber. That is Rellana. Still has that max level smithing stone for the upgrade square.
All right, Mr. SAE, can we do it?
Yeah. He's doing all the little safety. Another hop? Another hop?
Okay.
Any more
there's some
careful bunnies? Yep.
Okay.
All right. He's very... Finally a clean skip. Let's go.
There we go. All right. Rellana's happening for us. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Rosa's doing his best Elash cosplay on 0 armor for the light rolling. Very good spacing so far. She's also being very, very nice with these attack selections.
Yeah. You got a first-time chatter asking why this man is naked. It's because he's a dirty, dirty boy.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
I can vouch
no
for
other
that.
reason. Just a filthy animal.
Oh, getting clipped a little bit on Glintstone. That's unfortunate. Although no real consequences.
But obviously the real reason is for light load, as other chatters are boringly commenting.
Right, yeah.
The main reason is to get like hitless on Rellana, which isn't on this board, and he didn't do it right anyway, so yeah.
That's why those 2 men are in chat and not casting, because it's boring like that.
You can wear some armor and still be light load, definitely. He could probably have like pants on right now and it would be fine,
yeah.
but that's why he's filthy animal. Getting us what is it, like demonetized or something? I don't know. We're not monetized, but
yeah, we're gonna get age restricted because of him.
yeah, that's the one. Age restricted.
Yeah. Oh, getting clipped. Optional follow-up. Nice. Good patience, obviously. Oh!
Oh, he back rolls! Oh no!
No, that might just be a curse. Oh my god!
All right, chat's calling for curse. We'll do a curse. We'll do a curse.
Okay, it is fair. My bad.
You know, if he had medium load, that back roll, it might not have carried him far enough from the blade such that his iframes ended. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's to say? Who's to say? Sometimes horniness costs lives. Yeah, or not killed because of the extra negation. Yes, that is also the less funny way to view that as well. Shadow, you got to be warming up your jokes. You're casting next.
What are we doing?
You got
Listen, just tell me right now, Shadow, if you don't want to cast and you want me to keep going. Like, just tell me right away. We can stop this nonsense right now. All right.
Okay, say working on Shadow Altus bosses for the block. I don't know why he's not going for the incants for the block. It's a little strange because it progresses his own line. Maybe he just like knows he has so much more prio on it because Rosa likely went for Ensis.
Should be another stagger soon for Mr. Rosa.
Being a good boy, looking at the fire on the ground, making sure he doesn't get bamboozled. The number of times people just like idly walk during that and just step on some fire,
concerning.
Yeah, it grinds my gears.
And sometimes you see the people they avoid the fire and they're like, and after the moment they're healing, they're kind of just, you know, when you walk a little bit, but while you're healing, kind of strafe the healing, and you're like just walking back into the fire. You're like, what are you doing? Just stop moving.
Yeah. I think like mindlessly backpedaling while healing is just like so ingrained in some players.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I want nothing to do with this. I want to get me out of there.
It's a human reaction. You want like a little bit of space while you're like, oh, I need some safety while I heal, but like can definitely screw you over sometimes. All right, Rosa in Shadow Altus, now behind a bit due to that death. We'll see if he gets dressed, so we can move on from that line of conversation. Say now looking at the hippo, starting to progress those incants. The Shadowkeep access is quite nice this game. Breaking the rune for Leonin's spirit, getting access to burning the ceiling tree. There's more spirit ashes in various directions through Shadowkeep. Shadowkeep is access to the sacred seal.
Sacred seal, right?
Yes, and then most likely one of these burn the ceiling tree bosses would be your target for a non-gravesite remembrance.
A great shout from Great in chat, you know, reminding us that we should probably count the Scadu Altus bosses for SAE because, you know, counting has been difficult for everyone in this tournament, so we have to keep count for them.
That's true. I wasn't watching what he was doing. I was watching the naked lady fight, Sumi.
Yeah, me too, actually.
So I don't actually know how many he killed. I think it was just Dane.
I believe so.
Yeah, he probably prioritized Dane because of the weapon, grabbing that. But I mean, it does.
Oh, non-gravesite weapon to max.
It does miss a bit of synergy on the somber aspect. Like hypothetically, you could double those up, like upgrade to max and then kill the remembrance with it.
Wow, Mr. SAE is trying real hard to be linked the shorts.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
For those who are unaware, there are some wonderful shorts on Bingo Club YouTube, Bingo Club ER on YouTube that teach you how to do things that this man who is undefeated in Bingo Club official should definitely know how to do.
You know, when we are being very noob friendly in this community, you know, this is the kind of short that I want to watch whenever I try to learn anything about this game. Right, face transition.
Oh, he tried to just like bully him through the. Dude, what is this magic?
How did he not get hit, by the way? What in the hell is this?
Oh my god, dude, this guy pisses me off. He's just like the luckiest individual on planet Earth, except for Skips. Except for Skips.
Goddamn wizardry. What is that?
Yeah.
This is absolutely maddening.
Ugh. Just the screws up in the dumbest way and literal zero punish. Not even a tickle of a punish.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, oh yeah, it's definitely better to be lucky than good. Yeah, I would know because I'm good, but I'm not lucky. So right, I've won nothing, and SAE has.
All right. Okay, so in the meantime, Mr. Rosa killed the Dane, acquired the arts, and is currently upgrading it. So he's going to claim that square for himself.
Mm-hmm. Still no combo with the somber weapon, 'cause this is a smithing weapon. But it will tell SAE that Scadu Altus access has been achieved from Rosa. So SAE is probably likely to continue on this 4 Scadu Altus bosses track, I would imagine. He might think he's not actually that far ahead because he killed Hippo, which is not a Scadu Altus boss. He has not killed Red Bear. This is only his second.
Yep.
I was thinking if he would like do a little bit of greed and try and synergize it for the Curse Blade in the jail for a Spirit Ash, but given that he's only like one boss ahead, he's probably unlikely to do that. And now looking to close out on incantations, it looks like.
Also, a good thing that Rosa instantly upgraded the Dragon Hunter Katana, just making sure that he already has this somber weapon active.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay. Very
He
nice.
did, yes.
Yeah. So he's just ready to go.
already done.
Yeah. Taking only one trip to Round Table, running between the stone merchant and the blacksmith lad. Save a bit of time. Quite nice.
All right,
Talisman
and so
acquired.
SAE is going to go for that final
All right,
incantation.
surely. Oh, I think he missed.
Surely, yeah.
Oh!
Oh my god, what the fuck? Really?
Torrent's right hooves are just like jacked to the nines, just bearing the full weight of horse and rider.
Oh, some fun. Mini Jories. Hello.
Minus 100,000
Right.
runes. Okay, Rosa going through the Hippo. So he could pursue the Sacred Seal. He could look to interfere with that column 1. He will lose out on incants before SAE is done with Hippo. So if SAE makes the read that once 4 incants is marked and the row 3 is no longer a problem, that the Scadu Altus bosses are a bit safer, he might look to get a bit deeper in Shadowkeep ahead of Rosa here. So that could be progress towards Sealing Tree, could be progress towards Sacred Seal. We'll see what he elects to do. But 9-9, really, really close game. And
Close game on square count for sure.
yeah. Some of the threats of this game were like pretty wild.
Price has emerged quite early into the game.
Dude, the demi-human jail memes with Rosa, like they are very nice.
He just made sure.
Yeah.
Just made sure to entertain all of this for us.
Just cemented them, tattooed them on his flesh. The Ons is mine and no one else's. Even if you have like a literal 10-minute head start in this jail, I will find a way to win it from you. I'll present a bingo threat, kick you out. I'll still be behind. I'll run all the way down there and I will beat you to that monkey.
And Rosa showing this nice, lovely script.
Misses the vacuum.
Missing the vacuum.
Link the short. Link the short.
You fucking suck. Let's go.
These French Canadians and not knowing how to vacuum repose the Hippo. Shake my head.
Yeah, wait till you see them doing the hand skip. It's gonna be good.
Yep. Tap on her neck.
All right, Hippo is being quite a nice guy right now.
Yep, definitely better than SAE's Hippo.
Bit of an early repose taking from Rosa, but doesn't really matter. You should. Oh, not quite dead. There we go.
All right, SAE looking to close out on Spirit Ashes of all things. It's a little weird to run out this way, I think. Like, there's nothing else out here.
All the way in Rao base. Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
Like, I feel just getting the one in Reprimand and then like waiting on the one near the Sealing Tree or something, or the fly one down near Jory would have been a bit more efficient use of map movement.
Rosa looking behind his shoulders like, yeah, where these mesmer soldiers are following me? Wait a second. Had some fun with them. Right, now grabbing the money. Doesn't really need that. I mean, there's not a whole lot of hyper late game boss killing, so, one memory of gracing 100k runes doesn't really do a whole lot. I mean, yeah, he's going to have to potentially kill Rumina and potentially kill Masmer as part of that late game, but realistically, they are strong enough at this point to do those bosses. So
Yeah. These guys
they can
are
avoid
used to
just-
killing those kinds of bosses at like minute 20 in an unlocked format or something, where they're just like rushing. They haven't killed Hippo per se. Maybe they went through back section, have like 3 Scadu and just the back section money for like 2 talismans, and it's like, no big deal. So once you actually get to the later remembrances in Lion Locked, it typically means that you've killed a lot of shit, marked a lot of squares. So the later game stuff is not so much a matter of challenge as it is managing your map progression.
But now, after seeing all of that, Mr. Say is grabbing America's rune, so making sure he's grabbing some of that money. Now, perhaps he just wanted some more money to be able to upgrade a Somber weapon if that needs to come around.
Yeah, definitely. He's got a bit of prio on the Shadow Altus bosses. Rosa's not even contesting it. Fogriff Catacombs still just hanging out as being a low value play, but as the square count gets closer to that magic number 13, every square starts to matter. So, if we're looking at, say, pursuing the kind of less likely to get sniped anti-synergistic squares, yeah, here we go.
That's a French Canadian way.
Yeah. Peak French Canadian hand skip. Just the shittiest of dog shit. There we go. All right.
There we go. All right. Okay. It just has to happen.
Yeah, so the non-synergistic squares that Rosa's less likely to contest are not going to be related to the ceiling tree. So like Fogriff Catacomb, say he can finish 4 bosses in Shadow Altus, and then that brings him to 12, and then he just needs to pick off like the Leonin Spirit or the Sacred Seal. I feel like getting the Sacred Seal for Rosa is kind of pretty important because it's like one of the fastest remaining squares to do with the map that they have. But now that the Spirit Ashes is gone, it makes it a little bit less appetizing. There's nothing down in Frenzy this game. Yeah, aggro.
Yeah, aggro, absolutely.
Drink is doing a very poor job of defending his people. It's kind of a shame. Or maybe
we're all defending for we're defending for ourselves. They can defend themselves afterward. That's fine. I don't care about these guys enough. Now the thing is, if Say knows that Sacred Seal is one of the fastest squares and something that Rosa needs to grab, perhaps you just go for Leonine Spirit, and you just kind of say, well, are you gonna really have to go all the way down there to block me? This is probably just kind of a square that I can just run to and forget everything else.
That was for Shadow Altus bosses, right? No, he hasn't killed the Red Bear yet. Yeah, that's right.
That's Idra, Guru, and Dane, so there's one more left.
I can count. I'm just not paying as close of attention.
Yeah, no, exactly. But it's because you were counting on me to keep a count up. Like that's what's happening.
You can always count on Drake.
Anyways. Yeah. It's all the same, really.
All right.
I can count, he says, after miscounting. Nonsense. Fake news.
We're just getting our story straight here. That's all. Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Okay, so going Dragon Katana on Mesmer will be that non-grave site remembrance with a somber weapon, and it will be progress towards Ceiling Tree. So the nice part about this play, I was criticizing it a little earlier, but the nice part about this play is he gets to stake claim on a square. And whenever you're able to do that, you get a little bit of breathing room where you can not have to progress the rest of the square and go do something more relevant. So when he marks this, Say is going to know that Burn the Ceiling Tree is likely not going to be his square. So Rosa can just leave it and go do other things, contest. And he needs to take away like one of these squares from Say to catch up. It's a majority game now, minus this column 1, which, as we've been pointing out kind of the whole time, is very unlikely to be completed. So Rosa just needs to tell Say that he's been working on it and that he's not going to be able to close out on the Ceiling Tree, and that should be good enough. But the road to majority is still going to be challenging for him. That 1 square differential, it's going to be 2 now that Say's on his 4 Shadow Altus boss. Very nice looking Mesmer fight as well. Nice.
Nice, just as you talk.
Yep.
One.
Out of stamina.
Yeah, exactly. It's not really, it's not really your fault, That's a second
Some
stagger.
back
This is good motion,
shots.
dude. This is gonna be a little weird now. Okay, no, never mind.
He actually like killed him in the exact same position that
Yeah,
you would
exactly.
like that he would spawn in on second phase.
I was like, wait a second.
I was expecting that to be
Alright.
weirder. All right, what is SEMIFINALS up? Gotta be Sacred Seal, I would imagine.
Yep.
I feel like Sacred Seal into either Fog Rift or the Leonin Spirit, and then he'll be in pretty good shape, I think.
Good patience, not getting. Okay, I know I don't have that much experience, but this is something that confuses me. With the snakes, you can just outrun the first two ones. I don't understand why so many people just kind of stay close to them, especially when Mesmer is almost always going to go for the lens that kind of just brings him close to you anyway. So why are we staying close? Just outrun the first two and then dodge the third one.
I also like outrunning it, but sometimes what can happen is if this move happens when you're like up against a wall, you don't have the luxury of outrunning everything. You just don't have the room. And so then it's nice to be familiar with the other dodge. And so if you just always do the other dodge, then you're kind of just ready for all circumstances. It is a bit less stamina efficient. So sometimes when you go for the actual punish on him, once it ends, you have a bit less stamina to work with. So the best way, I think, is to be adaptive and aware of your surroundings so you can pick the best escape for your situation.
This right dodge on this spear thrust is always so dangerous because it can clip you at times if you're just a little unlucky. So always a little scary to see that. All right, getting the poke in between, and that should be it.
Whoa.
Ooh, okay. Okay, wait a second. Hold on a second. That was a little scary for half a second there. Okay. All right, so SEMIFINALS is going to be at 12, and Rosa is going to have a real hard time sorting out these blocks on Fog Rift Catacomb and Leonin Spirit. Ceiling Tree is going to be safely his for sure, but these two squares are kind of long in an opposite direction. He's continuing on to the Ceiling Tree. This is clearly a mistake, I think. I like to withhold that judgment a lot of the time because late game bingo is complicated. You never know what your opponent's doing or thinking or whatever. This one reads to me as a pretty clear mistake. Maybe he's just looking at progressing, just getting the grace at the gate and just kind of pivot back from there.
Nah, you wouldn't waste the time doing that. Like if SEMIFINALS does go for the Ceiling Tree to bingo you or whatever, like fine. You just like this play like is kind of guaranteeing a loss because he's gonna get to 11 squares doing like one of the longest squares on the board, and then SEMIFINALS gonna have 12, and then there's two really long squares left that SEMIFINALS could just like split progress on or blitz, and Rosa's just spent a bunch of time doing squares that SEMIFINALS wasn't even remotely.
Okay, but he's knowing what I think he was gonna do, so grabbing his grace and he's gonna pivot out of it.
Yeah, that's still just a bit of wasted time, even if he does pivot here.
Yeah.
Okay, is pivoting, realizes that was not the way. Okay. And he is potentially getting a drop on Fog Rift, I think. So what is SEMIFINALS going to do? Where are we going? Okay, SEMIFINALS is going to the Leonin Spirit, it does appear.
Yep.
He's going through ADM? Or no, he didn't grab the Grace at Tiolier when he did the skip.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll see if he splits at all or if he just like full sends the Elac River. Drink will not be done with Rosa will not be done with it's the start of the day. I can't be mixing up names already, dude. Rosa will not be done with Fog Rift Fort by the time SEMIFINALS is at the usual pivot point of Cerulean Coast Grace, so he may lose a bit of time if he like pivots out and is like, this is enough prio, I'm gonna go kill the Death Knight in Fog Rift at this point. But unless Rosa also splits some progress, which I think he's unlikely to do. I think if you were gonna split progress, he'd split a little bit towards the Leonin Spirit first and then go for the Fog Rift Catacomb. Just because this is faster, so if he wants to blitz one down and hope for that it was a full-on snipe, this is the one that you would pick. He's grabbing the Grace.
He's sitting, so he just inject his stats.
He's just leveling, yeah.
Yeah. Now. Yeah, so he's gonna full send it. Yeah, I mean, if you're say you have to send Rosa to the Fog of Catacombs, so really there's no point entertaining getting sniped there. So you just leave him to do that. And now the choice is, burning the Ceiling Tree or kill a Leonine Spirit. If you have to choose either of those squares, you just kind of blitz a Leonine Spirit. It's really, really hard for Rosa to just kind of assume that he can snipe that square, and by full sending it, it's just really, really difficult.
In the nicest possible way, you are incorrect. Like, SE has a lot of luxury here to split progress, so... Like, yeah,
I mean,
he could go.
Mark, then he can make a decision.
Yeah. Like, if he plays it conservatively, he's basically in a 100% win rate scenario, because he just gets to walk both of these squares in, like go and grab a Grace down here, and then go for the Fog Rift Catacomb. If Rosa was full sending the Fog Rift Catacomb, then he's got this Grace towards the Leonin Spirit.
Right.
Rosa's in the disadvantageous position of having to mark a square first. Like, SE cannot mark another square for the rest of the game or he wins. So Rosa has to aggressively take things away, whereas SE gets to react. And when you are in the position where you get to react, it's better to have the more options, because that way you can react better. So I would not be at all surprised to see a pivot at this Grace.
At the coast.
I will say, in the late game is a bit more...
Fancy, perhaps?
I don't even know what the adjective is. Like, the way that I've always jokingly described it is that his brain is like firing at 150% in the early game. Like, he's so good and sharp and stuff. Yeah, here's the pivot. But
okay,
in the late game, he does kind of like burn out a bit, and he starts operating at like 70%. So if you can get SE to a late game situation at parity, you can that is the time when you can outthink him in the match. But Lion Locked is a little shorter than vanilla DLC Bingo, so maybe he's still got the juice,
Absolutely.
And we will not see SE be grabbing the Grace in this catacomb, because he knows he needs to be ready to Memory of Grace if this Death Knight is marked. What is Lion Locked? We are being asked in chat. So I'll probably be doing like a more full explanation before the next match. We got 3 matches today. This is the first of 3. So if you're sticking around for that, there'll be a slightly more long-winded explanation. But Lion Locked is basically a variation of DLC Bingo, where players are stuck in Gravesite Plain until they kill one of the first 2 Remembrance bosses. It's kind of simulating a little bit the casual experience of not knowing that the Sealed Spirit Spring exists, and you can just shortcut into Shadow Altus.
Oh god.
Shadow Altus being where all the like money and Scadu and stuff is to really juice up your character. So in the early game, players are going to be way weaker than they're used to. And because they're locked in Gravesite Plain, we have a lot more squares that are Gravesite centric that are really weird. Like, you see this bottom right hand square on the board that's kill 3 unique giant lightning rams. If you are not very powerful and let these lightning rams start rolling around and stuff, once you start hitting them, they are very, very dangerous, and it can lead to some very hilarious shenanigans. Pretty clean Death Knight fight. Actually, I lied. He's at 6 red. I was explaining and not paying attention. And then I pretended to know what I'm talking about. Procaster. All right, so say it appears just like grabbed the Catacomb Grace, and then went back, and nods. He knows that the game has ended.
That this is now probably over,
yeah. And now Rosa.
Although I seem to remember very recently a caster of mine just running all the way into the fissure, trying to go for PK and not grabbing a Grace, and ended up just losing in dramatic fashion. You care to elaborate on that, Mr. Jack?
Yeah, I would cherish the opportunity to defend yourself, Your Honor, or to defend myself. The circumstances in question were I was behind, so I had to make some desperate plays. I skipped a lot of Graces. I also really needed to pee, so I needed the game to end as soon as humanly possible. So I did maybe run all the way into the fissure. anxiously trying to make a comeback win on a full bladder, and got murdered by the laser worms, and went to go relieve myself. Not in my
And
gamer
see,
chair.
this is why I wanted this story to occur, because speaking of piss, we're going for the piss begotten. That's exactly what we're going for.
That is true. We have professional names on this board, but this guy is colloquially known as the Leonin Piss
That word, yep.
Begotten.
Yes. This is precisely for this reason that I was entertaining the story. So thank you very much for exposing yourself as, a reckless player and allowing me to make this pun. That's cool.
I'm always happy to expose myself on stream.
Yep, Rosa too. This is why his character was naked for a good deal of a fight. So, a lot of exhibitionists in here.
Well, Rosa did have a little bit of progress down this way by virtue of having killed ADM. Unfortunately, it's like nowhere near the amount of progress that SAE was prepping with that Elac River play, a much faster way down to Cerulean Coast. It's possible that Rosa was counting on Fogriff being a snipe and just that little bit of edge from Ancient Dragon Man. Yeah. Being the difference maker for this ye old Piss Begotten.
And SAE knows he's way ahead on this, so he knows he can grab all these graces as he wants to, making sure that nothing dramatic happens, just kind of making this as comfortable as possible.
Unless he too needs to pee, then maybe he will hustle things along a little prematurely and get sniped by some worms. But as perhaps the luckiest human being to ever play bingo, I would expect nothing wrong to go there to happen in this laser worm gauntlet. So we'll see.
Yep.
He also has been still rocking this one physic tier all game. He went back and bought talismans, but never bought a new physic tier, I think.
Oh, Blood Fiends. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, but he's fine.
Yeah.
It's 1 second time loss. Woo. Also, Rosa, I guess, doesn't know the other drop down to Cerulean, because this is definitely not the fastest way to get to the Fissure from
Oh, this is
ADM.
absolutely
Oh my
not
god,
the
this
way.
skip was...
Okay. Jeez.
All right. Anyway, onwards. Nothing to see here. It's probably funny, like, if you're not really familiar with the DLC skips, like, some of them look, like, way crazier than that just did, and we're just chilling. We're like, yep, that's normal. That's how people get down here. It's fine. And then that one is just, like, kind of, like, looked similar to the rest of them, but it's not how it's normally done. And we're like, oh my god, what is he doing?
It's significantly more scary than anything else. Like, oh, Jesus.
All right,
You can't afford to die, sir.
killing worms. All right, I'm going to watch how he does this, because I feel like he never dies doing this, and I die like half the time. All right, so he hugs the left. Okay. There's no way he kills this one, right? Yeah, that one's not necessary to kill. It's the dodge on this grave bird, presumably.
Okay.
And he does not kill this one, I don't believe. Stays
he
on the
killed-
low
I think
ground, I guess. It's gonna, well...
As far as I know, he kills two. No, okay. He's not looking to kill this one. He's just going to go. Oh, that's some fun.
Little love tap.
Yep, another one.
Oh, he kind of rolls into the explosions. Dude, he's so lucky, man. Like, what the... He just, like, rolled into two of them that were exploding, and he was fine. Ow, I smacked my elbow. All right, here we go. So,
Empty bladder buff makes the laser wormies easier? Absolutely, yeah.
as folks who have made the run through the Fissure may be aware, this particular Leonin Misbegotten is a depressed individual, particularly suicidal, does love to throw himself off cliffs. That is not legal for this format. You do have to fight him like a man. So, if he does throw himself to his doom of his own accord, and like he doesn't respond, so there's nothing you can do about it. So marking the square is going to be fine. But you are not allowed to like try and bait him off the ledge,
which often happens just by running past him and just jumping away. So, he's making sure that nothing of the sort kind of happens. This is pretty clean. Nothing's going to happen there.
Absolutely bullied, and that'll bring the game to a close. All right. Let's bring in SAE. GG's, Mr. SAE. Uh,
Oh God, what a game! This man cooks.
it was a pretty nice game. The late game was a bit more predictable, played out, kind of as we were expecting it to. Once you guys both got your Shadow Altus access and made your initial kind of square selection plays. Really quick, we're gonna show off the sadness on the Rosa side, despair. Anyway, back to the post game.
He played so well, man.
Yeah, he did a really nice job.
Snipe, if only Onze did not give me that much of trouble at the beginning. As soon as I get control, he snipes me. I'm like, at least he got only one square in Belurat jail, I guess. So.
Yeah, those two lines that were kind of dueling there in the early mid game were like really intense. Like he pulled off a really nice top left diagonal play. When you realized it, like the memory of grace out of the deep depths of the On's dungeon in order to have the time to claim the ammo weapon. It was so close, by the way. It was.
That was why I grabbed the spread crossbow first, because I was like, he might try to send one of those two. He knows I have Belurat, so it would make sense for me to have the ammunition weapons covered, but not the pots. And I thought maybe one of his ghosts in dungeon were the pots, and I was like go in there with other weapon just to grab the diagonal, but then he didn't mark it, so I just completed talisman, went to it, so that if I could grab that and the pots, now I have a very good line. But yeah, I don't know which one of those two he was gonna go for, and as soon as I saw the lightning ram, I was like, oh, I need that bow ASAP. I hoped that he had not already the crossbow and maybe the e-guns race ready. So, yeah.
A couple things happened with that. Like well, for one, you got interrupted trying to memory of grace out of the jail by the living testicles, which was rude. But then Rosa, he only had Tiolier's grace, and he made it to Egon in time potentially to kill him. It's hard to say, but he sat down at the grace to do some stuff.
Oh, that was
I think he was not necessarily expecting you to memory of grace out of that jail, because he saw the pots. He knew that you were quite deep in there. He was probably expecting you to sit and finish the boss, but let's bring him in and ask. I am most curious.
Oh, just before you're doing this.
What? Okay.
Sorry. Just out of curiosity, how much have you tested extensively dropping for the bone bow from there? Like we got kind of surprised a little bit. Like, is this even something you can do, dropping to get the bone bow, and you just kind of did it without really asking yourself any questions? Is there something you just
I knew it connected. There's also a weird jump, very risky, that you can do that I did not want to do in case I died and it was a snipe. But yeah, I knew you could drop down over there.
All right, because you kind of just winged it. It was like we were kind of surprised for half a second. Like, wait, is this actually possible? And then he just kind of does it. It's like and grabs it. Like, oh my god, okay. All right, well, that's just what I wanted to know. We can bring Rosa in. Sorry.
All right, welcome in, Rosa. GG's very good showing.
GG's.
So the ammunition weapon snipe. Tell us about that from your perspective. What was going on there?
When I went for it, I knew you were doing something. Like you marked the something with like maybe.
I did the pots.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I saw that, I went for the ammunition, and I sit down because I wanted to change Asha War, because I don't like Lion's Claw to kill Igon.
Oh, you wanted to overhead stance him?
Yeah, because it's a lot faster, but I guess that was the bad play.
But yeah, I got interrupted during my memory of grace by one of the, like, as Jack called them, living testicles, and I was like, get out of there!
Yeah. My early game changed. Like I was going to do Drinktime first, but for some reason my brain, when I did the 3-path Grace and going towards Ensis, like my brain went for wait, I forgot the cross, as if I was doing 4 Mikula crosses.
Oh,
and so I was like, oh, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll greet the 4 chests then. So Yeah, I went Ensis to get the chest, and then I saw it was Drinktime. I was like, wait, I could have done it actually. Yeah. And then what was your first mark already?
Belurat Tower Cross, because
Yeah.
I saw Belurat way stronger than Ensis on that board, and I was really hoping you went to the chest. And when I saw the chest, I was happy. And then you did the TLA concoction, and I was like, oh, I have a couple talisman. Let me grab them to complete. And I was then thinking about the ghosts, and I was like, oh, he probably upgraded and went to Belurat jail. That little fucker. And then you didn't mark anything else related to the ghost. So I was like, might be the forge and Ensis to make sure you grab it, and then that I could nab everything in the jail. So that's how I read it. I don't know if that's exactly what you did.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, okay.
One
And that's probably your upgrade to max. You use that stone for the upgrade to max, I assume. The one in the
Yeah.
jail.
Yeah,
Not the jail, the forge.
the forge. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
the one question I have for you, Rosa, because you let me down yet again. There was the 4 chests once more on this board. There was no Moonrathil this time. What gives? What gives?
I bought the cold infuse. I don't want to go cold.
It's good on Milady.
It's fine if you want to use the Ash of War, Impelling Trust. But other than that, it's not.
That's the
So
point of the
you
weapon.
did- you
That's
did-
the point of
you
the
didn't
weapon,
go-
dude.
You didn't go milady?
No.
My man, good decision. Fuck you, Jack.
Yeah, you
This
don't get
is-
out of this
there-
one.
There is
Yeah.
one setup I have for Milady, and it has to be Rellana, parries, and then I go bleed Milady. Because with the parries,
Oh my
All right,
God.
he has been server muted because we're
okay.
done with this
Can I
horrible
ask
propaganda.
Can I ask questions about the late game though? Because I want to know where exactly you went. Because after I did the bosses in Scadu Altus and incantations, I was like kind of splitting between those two because I was like, I need one of the two, and you marked the non-grave side to max, and I was like, oh, okay, he's here. I need one of those two. I didn't know which one you did. Did you lose any time on those two, or
nope,
because
not at
Oh,
all.
God.
Since you went Lion, I was like, okay, Incans is is way easier for you. And Altus bosses, I think it's way too slow. So I was like, nah, I'll skip the whole square.
Yeah,
part.
I had a plan to upgrade Dane's weapon
Yeah, that's what I
to
did.
max. Yeah, okay, yeah. So that okay, so you killed Dane at least, okay.
Yeah, I did. Because I don't know what other weapon is faster. There's the twin blade, I guess, but I don't know if it's faster. Go get that.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah. Or I go
I
kill.
guess if you are coming from the Spirit Spring of Lion, you could grab the crossbow at Ghost Flame and upgrade that one instead.
Yeah, but
upgrade
I
the
was in
crossbow, but
Sis. I killed the Rellana. But
yeah, I assumed.
yeah. But maybe the better one was to level up my gauche instead.
Oh yeah, good call. You killed Depot, I guess. So
Yeah.
did you have progress to the sealing tree?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, towards the end, I was like, sealing tree is so far from me. I grabbed the seal, and then I was getting a bit south, and then went back to the Fogre Fort, not Fort, Catacomb, grabbed the Grace, went back south, and as soon as I was advancing south again, you marked it and was like, oh, good decision, let's go.
Yeah, I knew it was either the Lioning Spirit or the Fog Rift you were doing because you marked like the 4 Altus, the Incans, all that. I was like, there's no way with the time we had that you had any burning tree like setup or something.
I thought maybe going towards Rao to grab the Spirit Ash of the Scorpions and the Incans on the way. I was like,
Yeah.
that's way too slow. But that
Yeah.
I felt like it was too slow. I knew you were on my ass and didn't want to risk it. So yeah, I didn't even grab first floor. I went straight to the
okay.
DLC Secret Seal and teleported.
Okay, I thought you had a bit more than
Okay,
that,
yeah,
but
no,
because I killed Mesmer for the remembrance with a somber weapon, and
okay,
then I
yeah,
took
that's the one I thought you did as well. What did
Yeah.
you use, by the way?
Dragon Katana.
Oh, okay, your NPC was ADM.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was nothing else. Oh, you grabbed the pot as well on that way. You grabbed the
Yeah.
pots on the way to him. Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
And then
these guys
I
can
also
talk about
killed
their
the-
game all the goddamn day. You can do that in the post game lobby down
Sure.
with the
This
the
is the
bros and stuff.
post-game lobby.
No,
What do you
with the
mean?
ghouls down in the other chat. Yeah. We're gonna cut to a break. I gotta piss so bad, dude. Like, you gotta get me out of here. All right,
those
GG's.
streamers,
All right, so
man.
GG.
yeah. Okay, so coming up next, congratulations to Mr. SÄSAE, remains undefeated in Bingo Club officials. Moving on to our Lion Locked finals. Rosa, unfortunately, after a really nice showing yesterday and a really nice game today as well, has been eliminated. But the GOAT's gonna goat. What can you do? Drink, thank you so much for joining. It was a pleasure to cast with you. I hope you had fun. I know you were a little not sure if it was going to be a good time, but
I did have a lot of fun. That was really cool. I was able to be corrected as well on, but this is more fun being a bit of a more amateur player, because this is exactly the kind of things you could be scared of as a newer player. You're like, well, okay, am I going to say something stupid? No, please just come around, chat around, get better, explanations as part of, getting introduced to the formats and, coming out. We're a very welcome community, and we really enjoy having people like me being complete noobs and trying to backseat regardless. That's kind of fun. But you did lose me pretty much during this entire trade, so thank you very much, Jack, for the post-production.
Yeah, people left the lobby and closed their streams, and everything got borked. All right, we're going to a break. Yep, we'll be catching you next game for our second semifinal match. Stick around. Yeah, let's go.